Good evening, everyone. Grand rising to everyone. Tonight, my subject is simply this. Tonight is the night. And what I mean by that is, tonight will be one of my upcoming final broadcasts for a while, as I take time to reflect and move into the next atmosphere of what I want to do in my personal ministry. But my text says tonight is the night. And I want to be very clear that tonight is the night because tonight we're going to pull the veil off of things. We're going to expose things that we wouldn't normally see that's in the flesh, that's in the spirit. And what am I talking about tonight? I'm simply saying that we are going to pull back on the people that are not here to help us. It's time to pull back on people that are only going to come in when it benefits them. It's time to pull back on people that want to come in your house but wasn't there when you built the foundation. It's time to pull back on people that want to call you when they hear things but ain't said, hey, how you doing? And I always say this, listen, you don't have to talk to everybody every day, but sometimes you just say, hey, how you doing? Out of not concern, but out of just saying, hey, how you doing? It's time tonight that we understand that the things that we control are a central thought. We are the thinkers that make the thought. We are the ones that hold the central pattern. We are the ones who can break the pattern. We are the ones that allow destructive behavior to come into our atmosphere. And then we're saying, remove it. The only way you can remove something is if you want to remove it by choice. It's not by force. You have chosen to let these things into your atmosphere, and you now have the ability to remove it. Tonight, you can remove things that you don't see clarity. The thought is your central point. Anything that you want, you can have it. You can affirm it. You can confirm it. Anything that you want to remove, you can remove it. It's not hard. It doesn't take rocket science to say, listen, I'm tired of being tired. Let me remove it. Stop letting people in your house that wasn't there when you built it. And stop letting distraction be your main key point. Because in order to be distracted, distraction is a law. In order to be, the law of distraction is to destroy whatever you have prospered and manifested. So when you allow things to distract your prosperity and your manifestation, that's on you. You are the ones that control your destiny. You are born in the image of God. That means that you are a god and goddess. Act like it. Pull yourself up to the table. And another thing, it's okay to create boundaries. It's okay to create boundaries. It's okay to say I'm not going to allow this behavior. It's okay to say I'm going to accept this behavior. It's okay to say, no, we're not going to talk about that because I don't want to talk about that person. It's okay to say I'm not going to comment on it because that's not what my spirit is telling me to do. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay to say that you're not going to go for it. It's okay to tell your significant other, look, if we can't build, then we need to break. And when I say break, it's okay to have a spiritual break. But see, there's a communication within that spiritual break. See, I need people to understand that everything we do is in our thought. Our brain controls it and feeds the body. The brain and the body is a spirit, and it must be fed intuitive information. It's okay to be naked. It's okay to get unclothed in the spirit, because when you become unclothed in the spirit, you get clarity. when you're naked in your spirit, you get clarity. Because when you got clothes on, you live in a falsehood. You live in a false reality that you've already said that you're going to accept. Because that makes you comfortable. Comfortability makes you comfortable. You're comfortable with that man or woman treating you the way you're comfortable with the way family treats you. You're comfortable with the way the job treats you. You're comfortable with your life. If you want to change it, then change your thoughts. Change the way you think. Become uncomfortable with the way you think. Become uncomfortable with the way you move. Become uncomfortable with the conversations that you have. Become uncomfortable with the spiritual being in which you have led. And say simply, I release it. And then you create a new level of yourself. Yourself is to evolve, not stay static. Stagnation or static means to be dead. You are to elevate. So when you elevate, you are there to rise above whatever you did before. It is now eliminated because it no longer holds a factor in what you're currently doing, because your thought process has to be reprogrammed. The law of attraction says anything that you seek shall you have. You got to pull it to you. So the energy that you pull to you is the energy that you manifest in. If you manifest in negativity, you're going to get negativity. If you manifest in prosperity and positive energy, you're going to get it. You pour out of yourself what you want to pour into yourself. So you accept whatever you want to accept, because that's what you have come to know as being your reality. And I'm simply saying in one of my final broadcasts tonight that you can take the mask off. You can take the facade off. You can take the misunderstanding off. You don't have to accept it. You have to change your thought. Because when you change your thought, your nourishment. See, people conjoin nourishment with food. Nourishment means that you are nourishing the spirit. And the only way that you can nourish and feed the spirit is if you deplete it from the junk food in which you accepted into the body. When you eat bad things, your body becomes a bad vessel. Well, when you eat good and do good and think good, your body works as a well-oiled vessel. You control your temple. You control the atmosphere. You control the understanding. You control your responsibility, and you control when your accountability is intact. You control it. When the atmosphere and the spirituality is in alignment, you will see it. When you can align the stars, and you can conjoin whatever you have spoke over yourself, and you see it prospering and manifesting, then you've done a good thing. But I'm saying simply tonight, it is not hard to remove multiple things. And another thing that we got to remove the negative triggers. We are letting negative triggers bring negative thoughts. If you sit in your mess and figure out why your pieces on the board have not moved, then you can figure out how to process it. You have to work the process. The law of attraction is one of the laws. But the law of accountability, the law of responsibility, there are all laws to manifestation that you have to be clear before it can come to pass. Before you make sure everything is in structural balance, it needs to be clear with your self-conscious. If your self-conscious is not clear, then you are in trouble. There is no reason for you to be trying to align anything if it is not concretely, wholly, and confidently in you. If it's not confidence, if it's not confidentially in you, if it's not concretely and wholly in you, then there's no reason for you to worry about it. And another thing, stop trying to think that you're going to change a woman or a man. When you attract that behavior, you attracting it because that's what you have sought out. So what are you thinking you're going to change? You cannot change a woman or a man's perspective. That woman or man will only change for you or for the person that they're willing to, because they see that that law of attraction has energy that attracted, and that energy has to be equaled. Stop thinking because you with him or her, you can change them. That energy ain't equal, so let it go. Let it go. It's not equal. What are you holding on? You're holding on to something that is not equal to your balance, to your spiritual health, to your spiritual complex, to your spiritual, emotionally, mental, financial accountability, to your financial and emotionally, mentally, and spiritually connection. So therefore, if it's not spiritually helping you, and that man or woman cannot bring nothing to the table, let them go. They wasn't there when you built the house, when you put the concrete down, when you brought the land. What in the whole heaven and hell made you think they was going to stay to see the house being built? They only want to come in when you got floors in, baby, not when you putting the sink and the cabinets up. So stop thinking you can change a woman, and stop seeking sex as your accountability for your mistakes. You're desiring sex as a way to get around your issues. Sex is a mental thing. That is why when a woman and or man cheats, it's not a physical thing. The action is physical. The perception of cheating is mental, because that man or woman had to think about it, because our central thought is that we think. We are thinkers. We're natural thinkers. So we're going to think, if I can cheat, then I can get away with it. That's all I'm saying. So in my final broadcast, I say go forward. In one of my final broadcasts, I say go forward. Understand you. Move your pieces. Move them comfortably. Move them confidently. Move them with understanding. Move with clarity. Stop letting the law of distraction, the law of confusion, the law of everything that is negative come towards you, and attract that positive energy. Because when you say you can have it, you will have it. Be blessed, everyone. This is Bishop Dr. Williams, and I will see y'all when I see you. I want to thank One Accord Ministries and the One Way Faith Center, my churches. I am the president and founder and founding minister to the church. Be blessed.